guys, so here we are checking out our newest addition to the Buffalo Acres family. We are going to start seeing what we can do here. We have a cleanup crew going on here. So apparently this guy's cleaning up his yard and getting everything cleaned up. But we came up, we're gonna put batteries on here, drain some fuel first, get the old fuel out of here, put some new fuel in there. If we have time, we may change the oil, see what we can do. But we are going to see what kind of progress we can make. So this is our first day back since we bought it. It's the engine. It's a 3208 Cat motor. It's a rebuild, so we have no idea how many miles it has on it and such. You can see this thing has cobwebs all over it. It looks like some kind of rodent droppings. I don't see anything living or dead in there, which is a good sign. So we'll see what we can do. All right, we're gonna unload some tools and we will be back in just a minute. Okay, so step one, we got our little siphon hose here. We just bought this, put it out of the package. I never have it before, but Tyler is siphoning the old diesel out. And it's still going. I don't know how much is in there. It didn't seem like there was a lot, but we just want to get as much out as we can. This is one way to do it. The next thing to do would be to drain the tank, but
that'd be too much of a hassle.
No, it's not too much of a hassle. I just want to get as much out of there as I can first, because draining I have to crawl under. So that's what we're doing right now. Tyler's draining.
Does it have to stay above the liquid, or can I put it in there?
I'd rather it stay above the liquid so you don't make a mess, but Tyler's draining the old diesel out, and then we brought new diesel to stick in there, see if we can flush it a little bit. And then over here, slide by there. Over here we are going to pull off these batteries, the old batteries. So that's the next step. Okay, so we got the batteries unhooked. We're gonna see if we can get them out of here. Is that still draining over there, Tyler?
Yeah, at least I think it is. Wow.
Those aren't light.
I got another bucket just in case.
Well, it's not draining.
It's just...
So you stopped it.
No, it's still slowly going right there. Yeah.
There we go. See how that's, you get that below the level here, and it'll siphon. If you have it up high, it won't siphon. Okay, so now we're going to take off the fuel filter. So there's that. Okay, it looks like we're about out. So the diesel that's coming out is red, and the reason it's red is because it indicates that it was dyed. They put a dye in the diesel, and that is typically meant that this diesel was meant for farm use or for off-road use. The diesel that you go to the pump and buy is going to be either clear or a slightly green color. This is red, and it just indicates that it's off-road. The taxes are different, the price is different, such as that. So it's meant for off-road, like you would use in a tractor or on a farm or whatnot. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put a little bit of diesel back in there and kind of swish it around a little bit and try to do some cleaning. It's not as tarnished and as bad as what I thought it was going to be, so that's good. So we will put some more diesel back in there, then siphon that back out, and then once we're done with that, we'll put some diesel in that we'll try to start it with. Not ready yet, but we're getting close.
Yeah, you can tell this thing is old by all the rust and stuff coming in on here. I'm guessing that this bucket used to be pink or something, seeing how there's you know, pink stuff on the back up here. It's pink up there, pink right up here. So it's either pink or black, one of those two. It looks like it was pink and spray painted black. It's kinda cool. Can't wait to get this thing turned over, because then we can take it up to the land and start building the road even more. It will be nice. Will definitely be nice. How's it coming over here?
You're getting there. Let's see what happens.
Well, that's nice. That's nice. Hopefully this thing turns over without any problems.
We will see. Okay, some battery time. Okay, that's ouch. Getting too old for this.
Yeah, you know, 5 to 10 seconds, and you might get this big red like buzzer.
Alright, so we hooked up one of the batteries backwards. So we gotta
I'm sorry.
undo everything, turn one around, and practically redo it again. So, yeah. We didn't hurt the battery, it should only have 12 volts instead of 24, so it's not turning over.
At least we think that's the case.
Beautiful day out. Got some clouds. Hopefully it doesn't rain on us. That's our main concern right now, besides the batteries. See, something cool is if you're jump starting a car and you don't have a negative, you can do positive, positive, and negative to any sort of metal, which is called ground. So positive, positive, negative to ground. Isn't that right?
Say that again?
If you don't have a negative thing on your battery in your car and you're trying to jump start it, you can do positive to positive, negative to ground, which is putting the negative thing on the jumper
Well, right
cables.
now, you only have one battery in a car.
Yeah.
This has two batteries.
Well,
So is that right? Was I right? You gotta switch. Oh, whoa, whoa.
dang.
Okay, so we're kind of at a loss. We turned the battery back around. The Donnie, the guy that was here helping out, he's the guy we bought the truck from. He said it was a 24 volt. I hooked it up as a 12 volt system, and I was 99% sure that's how it was set up when I took it out. So I put the new batteries back in that way, and we didn't get any power. We got a click. Now, that's not necessarily surprising, being it's setting so long. The starter could have been hung up, or it may need a new starter. We don't know, but we just got a click. But we had power, and we had all that. He said that it wasn't getting enough power, that it was 24 volts, so we turned the battery around, and well, you saw the result, which was quite exciting. And so now we put them back, and I don't know if we shorted out the batteries and they're just dead, or we popped a circuit, or just what we did. But I'm going to test the batteries here in a second to see if we got any voltage coming from them. But right now we have no power whatsoever going to anything. When we first put the batteries back in, put them back in as 12 volt instead of 24, we tried it and it gave us a little bit of a pop. So we might have blown some kind of a fuse or something like that. So we're back to the drawing board. This is going to be more of a challenge than what we thought. But at least we're not fighting a fire right now. 12.8. It's a little low, but 12.8. Same, okay. So we still got almost 13 volts in the batteries.
A loose cable, you say?
Yeah,
Do you think it might have fallen out after over the 3 years?
maybe. So let's see if we got power to the starter. Trying to find a ground.
Any loose piece of metal, right?
Pretty much.
What happens if there isn't any power?
Well, there should be power to the cable.
And if
And
there
then
is,
when you turn the ignition key or you hit the button, that's what causes it to start,
right?
because it connects the wires. But
So if there isn't power, we shot the batteries, and if there is power, it's just that cable is not connected.
No, the batteries show power. So this cable, if it's connected to the battery, it should show power, right?
Right.
But it's not. So that means there's some kind of break somewhere.
Oh, okay, that's kind of heavy.
So for today, we are going to call it quits because it's getting dark on us. You don't have to shut that.
It's not even close to
That's okay. Let's leave it like it is. So today we're going to call it quits because it is getting dark and it's getting cold. Grab our pump there.
Oh, yes.
And we're going to put our tools away and take our batteries back and get the core charge back for them. Okay, so we're back at the truck. Tyler's going to open up the hood for us, which is kind of fun to do. He likes doing that. Do you like doing that, Tyler?
I guess.
Okay. So we are here. Not sure what we're going to get done today, but from what we can tell, I think the engine is okay. At least it's not seized up. We got it to turn by cranking on the alternator. So it's not seized up, it's not frozen. We need to, I think we have grounding problems. That's what I'm guessing. So we're going to replace those cables that we kind of zapped. I couldn't find any really heavy, like, real heavy gauge cables. So we got 4 gauge, which, it's for auto, but it'll at least get us maybe started. We'll do that first. We noticed that the power steering pump is dry, so we're going to put some fluid in there so that if it does start, we don't burn up the pump. Yeah, that's where we're at.
Alright, now we kind of got the batteries working. We got more electricity than we needed. We are down about 1 volt, and now we have it again. So we're going to try to turn over the engine and see what she does. We put in some new wires, cleaned up the areas where we put on the wires really good. We put in some steering oil, steering fluid, whatever it's called. No way. Ah, it stalled. Oh, I see white smoke. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that beautiful blue smoke. Oh, smell that exhaust fumes. Woohoo! Well, we did it. We did it. Woo-hoo-hoo! This thing hasn't run for over 3.5 years. Yeah. This thing hasn't run for over 3.5 years.
The beast is running. I am excited. You know, I'm kind of filthy. I don't know if you can see me. I look like a mechanic, but it's running. It sounds good. I'm tempted to jump in it and see if it'll drive, but I mean, we need to do some work on the brakes and do some other things to get it roadworthy. But that's pretty amazing that it started up and it's running. So we're gonna do a few more things here. It's getting late. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. Let us know you want to find out what's going on with the dump truck and see how it works. And there's my assistant.
It's kind of big.
Yeah, so we're excited. So hey, thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see what happens next.